Today's lesson is on rates. First, we're going to look at our key idea for rate and unit rate. A rate is a ratio of two quantities using different units. You paid $27 for 3 pizzas, so our rate would be $27 for 3 pizzas. A unit rate compares a quantity to 1 unit of the other quantity, so our rate was $27 for 3 pizzas, so our unit rate would be $9 per pizza. Now we'll look at our first example for writing a rate. In a jalapeno pepper eating contest, a contestant eats 70 peppers in 3 minutes. Write a rate that represents this situation. So our rate would be the number of peppers over the number of minutes. So it would be 70 peppers in 3 minutes. So our rate is 70 peppers in 3 minutes. Now we have an additional example. You can pause the video and try it on your own, or you may follow along. A contestant eats 55 peppers in 4 minutes. Write a rate that represents the situation. So we would have 55 peppers and that would be in 4 minutes. So this would be our rate, 55 peppers in 4 minutes. Now let's look at our second example. We're writing a unit rate. In orbit, a space shuttle travels 70,000 miles in 4 hours. How far does it travel in 1 hour? So first we're going to write our rate. We have 70,000 miles in 4 hours. We want it to be per hour. So in order for us to have 4 hours and convert that to 1 hour, we'd have to divide by 4. Since we're dividing by 4 in the denominator, we also would divide the numerator by 4. When we divide 70,000 by 4, we get 17,500. So the space shuttle travels 17,500 miles in 1 hour. So 17,500 miles per hour. Now we have an additional example. You can pause the video and try it on your own, or you may follow along. A Japanese bullet train travels 558 miles in 3 hours. How far does the train travel in 1 hour? So first we're going to write our rate, and our rate is 558 miles, and that is in 3 hours. We are going to have to divide by 3 because we want it to be in for 1 hour. So we would divide 3 hours by 3 to get 1 hour. So that means we're going to have to divide the numerator also by 3. So 558 divided by 3. 3 goes into 5 one time. We will subtract and get 2 and then bring down our 5. 3 will go into 25 8 times, and 8 times 3 is 24. We will subtract and get 1, and then we'll bring down our 8. 3 will go into 18 6 times, and 3 times 6 is 18. When we subtract, we will get 0. So we have 186. So we have 186 miles. So our answer would be 186 miles in 1 hour, or 186 miles per hour. Now we'll look at our third example for using a unit rate. You earned 150 points for every note you successfully hit in a music video game. How many points did you earn? Well, our unit rate is 150 points for 1 note, or per note. It says that you hit 25 notes. So in the denominator, we will have 25 notes. If we started out with 1 note and now we have 25 notes, we multiplied by 25. So we'll also have to multiply the numerator by 25. 150 times 25 is 3,750. So it would be 3,750 points. Now we have an additional example. You can pause the video and try it on your own, or you may follow along. You earn $5 for every hour you babysit. How much money do you earn for babysitting 3 hours? Our unit rate is $5 for 1 hour. We are going to babysit for 3 hours. So we're going to be taking the denominator and multiplying by 3. So now we need to also multiply by 3 for the numerator, and we'll get 15 because 5 times 3 is 15. So our answer would be $15. How much money do you earn for babysitting 3 hours? That would be $15. Now we're going to look at vocabulary. A unit rate for cost per unit is a unit cost. A unit cost helps compare prices. For our fourth example, we're comparing ratios. Which bag of dog food is the better buy? And explain. You can see that we can get 20 pounds of dog food for $17.20. And we can get 40 pounds of dog food for $33.60. So first we're going to have to find out how much it costs per pound for each bag. So for the 20-pound bag, it's $17.20 for 20 pounds. We want to know how much it costs for 1 pound. So we would have to divide the denominator by 20 to get 1 pound. So we also would divide the numerator by 20 as well. And $17.20 divided by 20 is 86 cents. So the 20-pound bag of dog food costs 86 cents per pound. Now we'll do the same thing for the 40-pound bag. It costs $33.60 for 40 pounds. We want to know how much it costs for 1 pound. So we'd have to divide the denominator by 40. If we're dividing the denominator by 40, we also divide the numerator by 40. So $33.60 divided by 40 would give us 84 cents. So it's 84 cents per pound for the 40-pound bag. Because 84 cents is less than 86 cents, the 40-pound bag is the better buy. Now we have an additional example. You can pause the video and try it on your own, or you may follow along. A 30-pack of paper towels costs $48.30. A 32-pack costs $49.60. Which is the better buy? And explain. So first we need to find out how much it cost per pack for each of our scenarios. So it cost $48.30 for a 30-pack. And it cost $49.60 for a 32-pack. For both of these, we want to know how much it's going to cost per pack. So we want 1 pack on the bottom for both of these, for the denominator. So for our first one, we're going to divide by 30. So I also need to divide the numerator by 30 as well. So if I have $48.30 and I'm dividing that by 30, 30 will go into 48 one time, and that's 30. And then I'll subtract, and I get 18. Then I bring down my 3. 30 will go into 183 6 times, and 6 times 30 is 180. And now I subtract, and I get 3, and then I bring down my 0. 30 goes into 30 one time, and that's 30, and when I subtract, I get 0. I bring my decimal straight up, So it's going to cost $1.61 per pack. Now I'm going to do the same thing for our other pack. If we have 32 packs and we want just to know how much it was for one pack, we're going to have to divide by 32. So I'm also going to need to divide the numerator by 32. So $49.60 divided by 32. 32 goes into 49 one time. And then when I subtract, I'm going to get 17. Now I can bring down my 6. And 32 is going to go into 176 5 times. And 5 times 32. 5 times 2 would be 10. And then we'd carry 1. 5 times 3 is 15, plus the 1 is 16, so 160. And now I'm going to subtract. And I get 16. I bring down my 0, so now I have 160 again. So 32 will go into 160 5 times. And we know from the last one that 5 times 32 is 160. And when I subtract, I get 0. My decimal will go straight above. So my answer is $1.55. So for the 30 pack, it's $1.61 per pack. And for the 32 pack, it's $1.55 per pack. So the better buy would be the 32 pack of paper towels for $49.60 because it is cheaper per pack. Don't forget to fill out your notes and remember to watch the video again if needed.